everyone, welcome to my channel. My name is Tara Arnold, and today I'm going to channel Ascended Master Saint Germain, and he's going to be discussing addictions, why we have them, what we can do to let those addictions go. I know there's a few people that he's been saying have been wanting this video on addictions, so we're going to start with that. I can already feel the energies coming through, and they're saying that they're going to be bringing through frequencies of transmutation for the sacral chakra, the third eye, and the crown chakra for these addictions, to help transmute them, to help let your addictions go. And so we'll see what they have to say, and thanks for watching. Have a great night. Oh yes, welcome. I am Saint Germain. We welcome you all. There are many of us with you today. We are excited for your journey. We are discussing addiction today, as there are many of you who are criticizing yourselves for addictions, and we would say this is when you require the most love. The spirit is craving a home. The spirit is always seeking divine love, and we would say that the egoic consciousness would recommend reaching for an addiction to find this divine love, and it would never get you there. It would always keep you seeking for more. As you reach for the addictions, it is that you are running programs of guilt and shame with these addictions. We would say observe your thoughts, watch your thoughts around your addictions. This is when you require the most love. If you are having a drag of a cigarette, or you are drinking a beer, and or eating some unhealthy food to curb that feeling of deep loneliness, we would say it is your intention is to find home. It is to find the divine love again. This is when you require the most love. We would say if you begin to not judge yourselves for your addictions, if you observe your thoughts and give yourself love at the time of the addiction, as you're taking the drag of the cigarette, compliment yourself. It would stop the judgment on the addiction, and the egoic consciousness would lose its grip on you. It is that you are convinced of that this will make you feel better at the time. You are convinced that it would make you feel like you are safe, and we would say you are always safe. It is not that you require an addiction to make you feel safe. We would say that this addiction feeling is in the sacral chakra. It is blocks in the sacral chakra. This is the same chakra as your creative energy. We would say that if you begin to create, it will curb that feeling for the addiction. When you have an excessive amount of creative energy, an excess amount of creative energy, as you are all co-creators, you have this creative energy within that chakra. If you are not using it to create, then you will reach for an addiction to help calm that energy down. We would say as you create more, the feelings of and cravings for the addiction will settle. We would say Tara had many addictions, and she now paints. When she is feeling that energy arise, she will go paint, and the feeling will settle. She no longer reaches for the addiction. We would say that as you are not judging yourself and seeing it as a creative energy that is there to be loved and to be transmuted back to love, and you begin to stop judging yourself for your addictions, they will dissipate. The egoic consciousness will lose its grip. It will not be in control anymore. You are running third dimension programs of guilt and shame every time you have an addictive pattern or an addictive, we would say, an addiction that you feed. Once you feed the addiction, you run the programs of guilt and shame for doing so. As you you are observing your addictions, we would say to love yourself. This is when you require the most love. Do not judge what you are doing. You are always doing the best you can, or you wouldn't be doing it. You are consciousness. You are co-creators, and you are creating and unfolding a new creation in every moment. Many of you say, well, I'm not a creative person, and we would say, how could you not be? You are a co-creator. This excess energy in the sacral chakra is there to be used to create. Saint Germain, how could I create? We would say, do you not create when you cook food for your family, or when you play in the garden? Do you not create when you paint or sing? Do you not create when you read a book to your child? You are creating as you wake up in the morning and you step out of bed. You are creating a new day. You are always creators. We would say, stay in the now moment. If you go to the past or the future, your egoic mind will take you somewhere to make you feel uneasy. This is when you would reach for the addiction. If I'm having an addictive pattern right now, if I'm having cravings, it means I am in the past or the future. What is in this now moment? What if I was in this now moment and I created? This would be a letting go of the egoic consciousness, convincing you that this addiction would get you to a better feeling place. It will always keep you seeking. It will never fulfill you. It would be that the egoic consciousness would be, its job is to keep you seeking and never be satisfied. We would say, as you stay in the now moment and create from your heart, from your consciousness, you will find that you no longer need to reach for an aid, to reach for something to make you feel better. We would say, we are bringing through frequencies for the sacral chakra to help transmute these blocks, and to help transmute in the third eye and crown through this video today. We are wishing you all well, and we would say that the best, we would not use terminology best. One moment, please. We would recommend that you observe your thoughts as you would fill your cravings and see where you are criticizing yourself. This would be the place to start. When I have my cigarette today, I will observe my thoughts, and I will not judge myself. I will give myself the most love. I will hold my inner child and tell her she is perfection, or he is perfection, and that I do not need anything outside of myself to feel loved. I am love. There is no seeking the divine love when it is already within you. There is no seeking outside of yourself. Go in instead of out. This will let go of all addictions. We would say this is when you need the most love. Be gentle with yourselves. Do not judge your actions. We would say that from our spiritual perspective, none of us are judging you. From your perspective, it is that everyone is judging you, and we would say that it is only your own egoic thoughts judging your own addiction that is causing these programs of shame and guilt to run and block the sacral chakra. Let that feeling go. What if I observed my addictions with love? What if I gave them love? What if I loved myself the most when I was smoking the cigarette or drinking the beer? What if this is when I gave myself the most love? We would say the egoic consciousness could not hang on to that. It could not hang on and convince you that you are anything else other than perfection. It could not hang on and convince you that you were doing something wrong. It would lose its grip. This is we would say what we would recommend you do first. Observe the addiction and slowly turn that craving into a creation. We would say as you let go and stop judging yourself, your addictions will fall away. We are all with you. Call us in to assist you with this transmutation of fear back to love. We would say, remember, everything is frequency, and you are able to transmute any frequency back to love. Okay, so thanks for watching, and I'll see you soon. Have a great night.